At some point, you probably imagined which superhero you theoretically would want to be. But have you ever considered which superhero matched you based on your personality type? Today on Charisma, we've assigned a Marvel superhero to each one of the personality types. We should note that there may be a few DC superheroes in this list as well, because we felt they fit the best. Before we dive in, let's start with a quick overview of the Myers-Briggs personality test, for those of you who are unfamiliar. This test separates people into 16 types based on 4 dimensions. Dimension 1, introversion I versus extroversion E. This refers to where people derive their energy. While introverts get energy from being by themselves, extroverts become energized from their external environment or being around others. Dimension 2, intuition N versus sensing S. This dimension examines how people see the world around them. An intuition type is more imaginative and focused on abstract concepts. A sensing type, on the other hand, is more interested in logic and facts. Dimension 3, thinking T versus feeling F. Are you someone who makes decisions with your head? If so, you fall into the thinking category. If you're a person who always follows your heart, you're more of a feeling type. Dimension 4, judging J versus perceiving P. This looks at how people see you. If you come across as organized to others, you probably are a judging type. If others see you as more of a go-with-the-flow, spontaneous personality, you are likely a perceiving type. Now let's dive into the personalities. Number 1, ENTP. An ENTP is someone who challenges the status quo, values originality, and despises routine. Tony Stark is the quintessential ENTP, as he refuses to fall in line with what others want from him. Think of all the times he stands up against the government, for instance, refusing to develop and sell weapons to them. Tony Stark isn't afraid to voice his opinions, even if they go against what others believe, and this makes him a classic ENTP. Number 2, ISTP. ISTPs are known for enjoying problem-solving, hands-on experience, and thrill-seeking behavior. In the real world, they often end up in careers like engineering, science, and construction. But in the Marvel world, they wind up like Black Widow. Black Widow is a great representation of an ISTP because she's logical and can work her way out of every situation with her problem-solving abilities. Plus, she's not afraid of a good adrenaline rush, as seen through her epic fight scenes. Number 3, ESTP. Nicknamed the Persuader, this type is outgoing, action-oriented, and gregarious. They're also quick decision makers, as they often come to conclusions based on instinct. No one demonstrates these qualities better than Thor. We clearly know he's drawn to action, but he's also charismatic and makes decisions based on instinct rather than thinking his way through things. Thor loves a challenge and loves his freedom, shying away from situations where he feels tied down. Emotion doesn't play a huge role in his decision-making process. And like his human ESTP counterparts, he takes real joy in putting out fires, especially if they allow him to flex his spontaneity and love for action. Number 4, ISFJ. The ISFJ type is known as the protector, mainly because they stand up for those they love. If someone they know is in trouble, the ISFJ will jump in to help, even if that means sacrificing their own safety. Captain America is a true ISFJ. His reason for existing is to defend the United States and its people, and he does that even when it means putting his own well-being at risk. Many consider ISFJ selfless, and Captain America is no exception. Number 5, ENFP. Like ISFJs, ENFPs are also interested in helping others. However, ENFPs differ in that they want to help others realize their goals and inspire them, rather than simply providing raw protection. Peter Parker is a great example of an ENFP. He wants to help Manhattan realize its goal of keeping its people safe and finds purpose through this task. ENFPs are also great at inspiring others, and Peter Parker certainly falls into this. Even though the citizens of New York don't know his true identity, he's able to inspire and motivate others through his actions alone. Number 6, INTP. While in the real world, famous INTPs include Albert Einstein and Abraham Lincoln, in the Marvel world, we can look at none other than the Hulk, or more specifically, Dr. Bruce Banner. Like all INTPs, Bruce is hungry for knowledge and loves nothing more than to try to make sense of the world through logic and facts. He not only has 2 advanced degrees, an MD and a PhD, but is also a highly respected scientist. Number 7, ESFP. This type is nicknamed the Performer for good reason. There's nothing more that an ESFP loves than being the center of attention. and they usually have no problem doing so because people are drawn to their charisma and charm. Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy is a classic ESFP. He's outgoing, knows how to use his charm, and isn't afraid to have all eyes on him. He's also quick-witted and can talk his way out of seemingly any situation. Number 8. INTJ. INTJs are logical and strategic in their approach towards life. They are often considered perfectionists and put a lot of pressure on themselves and others to be perfect. Bruce Wayne, also known as Batman, encapsulates this personality type as he strives for perfectionism in everything. As seen anywhere from his impeccably maintained home to his physique and approach towards protecting Gotham, Bruce Wayne strives to be the best at everything he does. Number 9. ENTJ. ENTJs are similar to INTJs in that they strive for excellence and find accomplishment fulfilling. But, unlike INTJs, they veer more towards leadership roles because of their extroverted dimension. Captain X is a classic example of an ENTJ, due primarily to his leadership abilities. For not only is he the founder of the X-Men, but he's also its leader. And like any ENTJ, Captain X uses his logic and his vision to execute his agenda. Number 10. INFP. This type is nicknamed the Mediator, as they try to foster peace amongst those around them. This is facilitated by the rich inner imagination which fuels their desire towards a higher purpose. Look no further than the Black Panther to see an INFP in the Marvel Universe. He not only tries to keep those in his immediate circle, like his friends and family, happy, but also works to build peace between Wakanda and the outside world. His biggest goal is to maintain safety in the lives of those around him, and he stops at nothing to achieve it. Number 11. ENFJ. ENFJs have a deeply caring personality and are focused on how to use their skills to make the world a better place. While their introverted counterpart, the INFJ, has a similar desire, ENFJs differ in that they use leadership abilities to achieve this goal. Wonder Woman is a classic ENFJ. She cares about those around her and works to protect humanity. However, she also possesses classic extroversion traits and knows how to charm her friends and enemies alike. Number 12. ISFP. ISFPs are known as the artist type as they possess a profound sensitivity to the world around them. They live in the moment and are focused on how to extract value from the present rather than from the future. Groot is a great example of an ISFP. He possesses a sensitivity to the world around him and has a strong connection to nature. The way in which he interacts with the world, from his expressions to how he treats others, shows his vulnerability and the depth of his emotions. Number 13. ESFJ. ESFJ are masters at creating harmony in their environment, mostly due to their hyper-awareness of the emotions of others. In addition, they also understand how they impact those around them, and are gifted at shifting how they come across accordingly. King T'Chaka from Black Panther is a classic ESFJ. As ruler, he possesses the ability to read the needs of his people, and then acts on those needs to create stability. He's also a master at diplomacy, due largely to his ability to read others and work to open up Wakanda to the rest of the world. Number 14. INFJ. Like ENFJs, INFJs also have a deep desire to help others and improve conditions for humanity. Wanda, or Scarlet Witch, is a classic example of an INFJ. She deeply cares about those around her and is willing to fight for what she believes is right, even if it doesn't line up with the beliefs of others. Like an INFJ, she is also deeply introverted and can struggle with social interactions and expressing her emotions to others. Number 15. ESTJ. This type is known for their ability to get things accomplished quickly and efficiently. Nicknamed the Director, they are also great at managing others. In the real world, you might find ESTJs running for political office, but in the Marvel world, you need to look no further than at Nick Fury. As the former director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and founder of the Avengers, he possesses exceptional leadership skills. He has the ability to accomplish anything that lands in front of him, whether that's completing an administrative task or recruiting the next Avenger. Number 16. ISTJ. We find ourselves back in the Black Panther universe when we look at the last type on our list, the ISTJ. Known for their dependability, ability to remain calm under stress, and respect for law and order, Okoye is a great example of an ISTJ. While some Marvel characters are in a constant fight against the status quo, Okoye has a deep respect for the traditions of Wakanda and works to uphold them. And her ISTJ ability to stay calm under pressure is demonstrated over and over again when she finds herself in precarious battle situations. Watch this video for a more detailed breakdown of the Myers-Briggs types and let us know what your type is.